Here, hi guys. Um, I'm here again. This is Olaship Kalabayo, and as a financial advisor, I'll be speaking to you from the interest of everyone's view, and most importantly, the interest of my audience, because as a citizen of Nigeria, we all are at risk. Now, what do I mean by risk? Risk of financial literacy and the ability to sustain our riches to wealth. Now, it is easier for anybody to make money, but the ability to accumulate and sustain that money into wealth is the most difficult part, because we tend to lose a lot of gaps, and yes, a lot of loopholes around our financial pocket. And this is what I am here to help you guide through legal tender, help you safeguard through the normal policies and documents you could pick up for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones. Now, the essence of this is for you to understand that everybody is at risk as far as you are living. As far as everyone is living, we all are at risk. Now, the ability to sustain that risk is what I'm trying to let you understand. And that's what makes most people being proactive. Now, proactive is just the essence of you working things down in case of incasity. A typical example is you being told to use your seat belt while driving. Now, you're not using seat belt for design, you're using it in case of the eventuality, meaning if accident occurs, it is there to protect you. Now, it is not saying it's going to stop the accident, it is just going to limit the impact of what the accident could have occurred, or the impact of the accident on you as a person. So now, get that straight and understand the urgency and the importance of this financial literacy that needs to be passed across to you. Meaning that you making money means you are losing a whole lot of money as well. If you're not making money, then this video is not for you. But the fact that you are making money as a citizen of Nigeria, yes, you are also losing a lot of money, because there are some policies, there are some taxes that you are paying, and you can leverage, there are legal tenders in which you can skip these things, most especially for people who work in blue chip companies, very big companies that you pay heavy tax. There are ways you can do what is called tax rebates, and for those of you who know it, you would understand where I'm coming from. But now, my main point of today's talk is how you, as a citizen, as a business owner, an entrepreneur, a salary earner, can also leverage on that stipend you are getting, on whatever profit you are getting. Everybody wants to make money, and everybody wants to make more money. Nobody wants to lose. But then, we are all losing one way or the other. Taxes is here, inflation is rising, a lot of things that are crumbling around the corner, and you have a lot of responsibilities to cater for, to attend to. Now, all I am saying is there are ways, there are policies, there are documents you could work with that would help you leverage. There are ways you could do it, that you would leverage on those financial literacy, on those acquaintances, on those projects you want to acquire in the nearest future. Now, there is a typical package, a very essential one, that my company works with currently, and yes, for most reputable individuals are keen into this package as soon as possible, as fast as they could. And it is an accumulation, a cash accumulation plan. Now, what do I mean in essence is that this cash accumulation plan gives you a leverage on a sum assured you wish, or let's say an amount of money you wish to acquire in the nearest future, you owning it right now in the present. Now, what do I mean by that? Meaning that, let's assume you intend to mop up sum assured of about 30 million, 50 million naira. Now there are policies you could pick right now that will help you amount this amount of money currently, and also it can make you leverage on the interest rate, your health benefits, and most importantly, all I'm trying to say is every risk involved is a risk multiplied. Meaning, if you do not understand the importance of creating a forum for urgency or a vacuum that could, the margin that could consume that urgency, but when the urgency comes, it's going to consume you eventually. Now, this is what I'm trying to say. You don't dig a well while you are thirsty already. You dig a well before you get thirsty. So by the time you get thirsty, you have something to drink. In real essence, all I'm saying is there are ways you could accumulate your funds that would give you leverage to that amount you intended on mopping on. Now, why I'm advocating this to you is because my company is as generous as making you leverage on those funds, getting a lot of interesting ROIs on these funds, depending on whatever amount you intend to mop up. Which no bank will do that for you, but yes, my company is ready to do that for you. So let's talk on a minimum average of, let's say you're planning on mopping up 10 million naira. Probably you want to get a car, or you want to build a house, or perhaps for your children education plan, maybe in the nearest future to come, you intend on mopping up that sum amount so as to cater for their needs. You are entitled to a premium of, if you're going for a 10 million naira sum assured, you're entitled to a premium of 100k monthly, and that means every month you pay that premium of 100k, you are entitled to that 10 million naira sum assured, and that is attached to your name and for your beneficiaries. Now, the flexible part of it is that every month you make that payment, you have entitlement to 70% of that sum assured every 3 years. Now, for a package of 9 years, you have cover for that 9 years, and you have 70% of that amount every 3 years, meaning that every 3 years you must have mopped up 2.5 million naira, and you have access to 2 million naira plus. The next 3 years you also have 3 million naira plus, and you have access to 2.5 million naira plus. And at the last year of your 3 years package, which is 9 years in total, you have the full box, which is the remaining 50%, which is over 5 million. Because why am I saying over 5 million? Because your interest rate of 2% annually and your bonuses must have inclined on that accumulated funds. Now, what is the beautiful part of this package is that when you have access to the 70% of that mopped up funds, if anything happens to you as a policy holder, meaning that you have collected your first 2.5 million naira, and anything happens to you, like in the case of death, your beneficiaries are entitled to the whole 10 million naira. My company is not deducting any amount from your sum assured. Now, if you get to the 6th year and you also have access to the second phase of your 70% mopped up funds, which is over 3 million naira, now you still have your beneficiaries. Even if after that anything happens to the policy holder, we pray 101 time nothing happens to our policy holder, but we are saying in case of eventuality, your beneficiaries also still have the total 10 million naira being paid to them. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that it's a win-win case for you as a policy holder and for your beneficiaries, meaning the funds you are mopping up, whatever the project it is you want to use it for. We are trying to let you understand that even after you being gone, you still have access, and your beneficiaries still have access to these funds, and they still get the full sum assured, meaning with you being alive or not, we must make sure that whatever the project, be it your children education plan, be it your project, must be accomplished. So we are going to be your eyesight even after you're long gone. But then, that is not the main topic, that is not the main focus. We are only trying to let you understand that you can leverage on these policies so as to elevate yourself from the taxes, from the inflations, and also it's a flexible package that helps you accomplish things at an easy pace. Please, feel free to enter my DM questions. I will attend to them, and I know you'd have a lot of questions to ask. Thank you.